UvaldeRadio.net, your concert station, getting all excited, giving you a big Randy Rogers Band concert warm-up. Some Randy Rogers, some William Beckmann. The big show is tomorrow, Saturday night, House Pasture Cattle Company in Concan. Get tickets and information at housepasture.com. That was Randy Rogers Band and Drinkin' Money, another great track off the Hellbent record. And we're going to do some new stuff by the Randy Rogers Band. But first, this is exciting. To check in, get us caught up, and get us all excited about the big show, I've got with me on the phone, the one and only, the legend, Mr. Randy Rogers. Welcome, sir. Good to have you back on the phone, man. We're excited about your show this weekend. House Pasture in Concan. How jazzed are you to get back to Uvalde County and get on that river?
Well, after the last couple of years that we've had, I'm just happy to be anywhere. But I do
Right.
love me some Frio River. Love the House Pasture.
Very good, very good. So I know coming back to House Pasture and seeing the whole family there, it's like a big reunion for you guys, right?
Yeah, I've had some of my favorite all-time nights down there after the show, running around the Frio and staying the night down there. It's what a beautiful, beautiful place in our great state of Texas to hang out for the weekend.
And I know that they've got that liquor store right there by the venue now, which got to make things a little easier to get your party on, right?
Way easier.
So very cool. Yeah. So the show is at House Pasture, and it's going to be a great time. It's Frio River Music Fest, kind of everything's been kind of crazy. We used to have the Rio Frio Fest, and then COVID happened, everything gets inconsistent. But got a great festival of music all this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Started it off with Roger Krager and Josh Ward, and then tonight it's going to be Josh Abbott Band, and then tomorrow night you guys and William Beckmann. We spoke to William Beckmann just a bit ago. How's it been getting on the road, doing tour dates, and I guess kind of working as are you in the same? Is he under your label, or is it promotion team, management team? What is that?
Yeah, I started working with William about 4 years ago. And throughout the process of being a mentor, being a manager, and just, kind of showing him the ropes, now he's good to go. He knows the ropes. So he's doing great. I'm so proud of him. One of the greatest young artists we have in Texas. Great songwriter, amazing singer, great guitar player, just all around great musician, and one of my dearest friends. I call him my little brother.
He just told us he's got, basically a 4-piece band now, so I know that William early on did a lot of his shows kind of solo, just kind of him and his amazing voice. How was that, I guess, growth, seeing him, working with 3 other guys and doing a full show?
Well, people think it happens overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It's an evolution. You begin with your guitar. You begin at open mic night. You start writing songs. You probably get your heart broken a few times. And, all of a sudden you've got a band, and that's where he's at right now. He's writing great songs. He's getting a tour, doing what he loves. I really do think this is just the beginning for him. I think the whole world's going to know William Beckmann's name before it's over with.
Well, very good. He is the opening act at the big show tomorrow, Saturday night at House Pasture. Now, speaking of mentoring and kind of rising stars, I know that you've got a kinship with Parker, who just won Best New Artist at the ACMs, I guess. I think I think I saw like a Facebook post of you guys. Let's talk about him, man. I mean, that had to be something to watch, right?
Yeah, so I managed Parker for the last 6 years. We started out same way. He opened a show for me down in Corpus Christi, and I met him for the first time. He came up on the bus, and I asked him what he wanted, and, we had a good long talk that night. We started working together about a month later. I'm still on Team Parker, and we just had our second #1 at Country Radio, so thank you for spinning it. And, the accolades keep piling up for him. He just played Houston Rodeo, did over 73,000 people. That's kind of hard to believe, but
wow.
Just so proud of him and where he's come over the last, 6-7 years. Sky's the limit for Parker.
Well, obviously, man, you know how to pick them and how to, I guess, kind of farm them out. Any other rising stars that you kind of got your eye on? Think might be the next big names?
Well, it's William right now.
Right.
Got all my cards, laid out for William. I am always looking for the next, person who I think is going to break through. I just tell these young artists, you make your own luck. It doesn't just fall into your lap. So go out there and play shows every night. Go out there and write every week. Just try to hone your craft, get better, and get out there in front of people.
Fantastic. Well, you've been doing it a while. I know the band celebrating their 20th year, I think, last year and this year. So to celebrate, you guys you're working on a new record that should be out soon, right? So get us caught up on what you've been recording. And I know that you are recording it with one of your early mentors, right?
Yeah, we're going back in the studio with Radney Foster. In fact, we leave Concan in the next 2 weeks. We'll be working in the studio. So we've already got 5 of them in the can. That was our Picture Frame song that we put out that went number 1 in Texas. Thank you for that. And we've got 6 more songs to record in the next couple of weeks, and then we'll have us a 9th studio album for the Randy Rogers Band. That's kind of hard to believe. But.
That's fantastic, man. So 9 studio records in about 20 plus years. Now I know we're creeping out of that pandemic. Everything seems pretty steady now. Are you guys going to do a big 20th kind of thing?
Well, this year's actually 22 years.
Right, yeah.
I think thanks to COVID, we missed 20.
Right.
I think we'll just have to wait till 25.
Okay. It's quicker than it seems, right? It goes by quicker the older we get.
Yeah, but we've had a great year being back out on the road. We've played all over the country this year already, from Steamboat to Florida to the Midwest. Last week we were in the Carolinas. So get out there and see the country again. That's the perk of the job, and the thing that I love most about the job besides being on stage is getting to visit all these towns and meet all these people and experiences and food and flavor and culture from all these different places in our great country, and really have enjoyed being back on the road and seeing everybody.
It's almost like over the last couple of years, you had to have that sign in the jam room that says, this band is COVID-free or accident-free for X number of days, right? And you're just kind of waiting for something to happen. Everything's pretty consistent right now, though, right? Everybody's been healthy, and the world's kind of flipping back to normal, I'd say.
Yeah, just being out there and seeing the country and traveling all around. I think we're back, baby. We're back.
Awesome. It's great to hear. Again, we got Randy Rogers on the phone. The big show is tomorrow, Saturday night. House Pasture Cattle Company in Concan. There should be just a handful of tickets left. If you want to get them in advance, go to housepasture.com. There's a link there to purchase them. I'll be giving some away here on the air after the interview, so stick around. We're going to play the latest single, the number 1 track, Picture Frames by Randy Rogers Band, here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and talk about, I also saw on your Facebook page that you're going to be Grand Marshal in San Antonio soon, right? It's kind of in our neck of the woods. Give us a little details about Fiesta.
Yeah, that's the Cavaliers River Parade. They asked me to be Grand Marshal this year, so I'm very honored. Obviously, that organization, the Cavaliers, gives away a lot of money to a lot of people in need, and it serves the greater San Antonio area quite unbelievably with such a successful organization. So for them to ask me to be Grand Marshal, it was just, a shock, first of all, and an honor. And even more so for my little girls. They are so excited to ride that float and wave at everybody in San Antonio. So we'll see you April 4th on that one.
What a cool thing. And along with being kind of a celebrity, Texas country legend, rock star, I guess there's some kind of cool things like that, like Grand Marshals and parades that are just kind of, in the bag that are just kind of surprises. Is there any other interesting things you've had? I mean, they're singing the national anthem. Any other kind of little nuggets of things that you maybe never knew that you were signing up for when you got this gig?
Well, there's also, the fact that I get to do what I love for a living. It's been like talked about earlier, it's been a great 22 years of getting to do what I love to do. And right now we're just focused on that, making another great record that we can tour on. And, the things that come along with this, throwing out the first pitch, at Ranger Stadium, at Wrigley Field in Chicago, getting to be on the field with Dallas Cowboys. Certain things like that stick out. In April, I get to open for George Strait and Willie Nelson at the new arena in Austin.
That's right.
And that's a bucket list for me, brother. I mean, I may announce my retirement Sunday after that weekend. I don't know that it gets better than that. Just growing up in Texas and dreaming of being Willie Nelson and dreaming to be like George Strait and have songs on the radio and getting to play a show with my 2 idols. that's about as bucket list as it gets. So looking forward to that one.
That is amazing. And yeah, I mean, it really, you're living the life, brother. It's so cool. Again, Randy Rogers from Randy Rogers Band tomorrow, Saturday, House Pasture. I don't think this interview can get any better than what you just said. So let's go ahead and get into the new song, Picture Frames. Go ahead and give us a backstory on this track. It already went number one in Texas, and it's just a great song. It sounds so good on the radio. Such a cool, nostalgic vibe. But yeah, give us the inspiration and what the story leading up to Picture Frames.
I really wrote the song about my wife and our journey together in our life and some of the key cities that we visited in that mean a lot to us. And then, as we've, now been married this month, 9 years, and just how fast time flies and watching our kids grow up so quickly and just how that, you should not take one drop of life for granted because you don't know how quickly it can change.
Well, very good. It's a fantastic song again. Number one in Texas. And here's the latest by Randy Rogers Band. It's called Picture Frames. And don't miss the big show tomorrow, Saturday. House Pasture Cattle Company, the Randy Rogers Band, William Beckmann at House Pasture. And, man, Randy, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to spend with us and getting us pumped up for the show tomorrow, okay?
Can't wait to see y'all this weekend. Everybody stay safe out there.
Right on. It's Randy Rogers Band on your concert station, uvalledyradio.net.
Remember that summer night in New Orleans? We'd only known each other for a couple weeks. We watched the sunrise on Bourbon Street with hurricanes in our hands. There's something sweet about a morning buzz when you're dancing with the possibility of love. There wasn't no one but the two of us that even gave it half a chance. Couple young movie stars. This one's my favorite, just you on the beach, smiling at the camera